Hey everyone, I am CIQ and welcome to episode 13 of Sakura Swim Club. Last time when we left off, basically what happened was Hirumi came over to our apartment house kind of thing. She talked about her troubles and basically we bonded a bit more with the girls. By the way, I'm still a little bit ill, might cough, might sniff. Don't hate me for it. I might muffle out the coughing like I did in previous days. Anyway, let's continue, why don't we? By the way, we just had a talk with Miyako, and she has returned to the changing room. Hirumi just stepped out. Hirumi steps out of there shortly after. I wanted to apologize to you about what I did. It's my burden to bear, not yours. Yet all I did was throw it on you like that. It was shameful of me to simply sob into your chest like that. No one's burden are their own, Hirumi. Sharing them with others isn't selfish. We've only known each other for a short time, so it's strange. How could I simply walk away when you needed help? It wasn't fair on you. I feel as if I'm in your debt now. Friends don't owe each other anything. It's supposed to be about giving freely when others are in need. Yes, that's true. She seems off-put by something. I had you pinned as someone who didn't care. Okay, that's not really nice. I cannot believe how wrong I was. You're far warmer than I could have ever expected. Well, that's something she can judge, I guess. There's a kind heart underneath all of that apathy you had. Okay, very kind of you to call it apathy. Thanks. Why did you hide it? I didn't really try to hide it. It just got buried underneath other things. I see. I know you have your own issues too. I'm slowly piecing it together. Wow, okay. You feel like you're living in his shadow, aren't you? She's trying to analyze me now. I've been thinking about it a lot, and this theory is the only one that makes the most sense. You're sick of people trying to force you to succeed, aren't you? I don't really want to talk about it. Hirumi just shrugs. Alright then. I've never felt more reassured than I do now. My mother will be fine. She's always been strong. She'll be able to go through surgery and make it out. After the therapy, I'm sure she'll be fine. It was just nice to hear someone else say it. So, thank you once again. You're welcome. She's looking really weird when she's thanking us. Okay. I haven't had a lot of friends in my life, but you're definitely one of them. With a smile on her face, Hirumi heads out of the swimming pool. I will see you later. Friend? Tomodachi? That's Japanese for friend. With little else to do here, I head off as well. Neither of them seem to want to walk home together. Some furious dotting, as we know from this series. I don't know why so many dots. It seems I stayed at swimming practice longer than I thought. The sun has already gone down and I come home to a pitch black apartment. I'm too tired to actually fix dinner. I think I might just go to bed. Settling into bed, I find that sleep can take me. Wow, this is actually the second time we've been in Kaida's room. The first time was in the first episode at the very beginning, like the first minute or something. Settling into... Oh, I already said that. I've had so much to think about for the last few weeks. It's funny how much life has changed. It's all because of those two. Now I'm on my way to becoming a half-decent athlete. Okay. Well, at least Hirumi and Miyako say that I'm becoming half-decent. They could just be being polite for all I know. Nah, they wouldn't actually do that. Both of them have been honest with me the whole time, even with their most deeply held secrets. So, why would they lie to me about my own performance? I do not know. No matter how many times I'm reassured, there's always a nagging thought that at the back of my head, that little voice that tells me that I don't really have any talent at all. Yeah, we're basically pretty sad right now, I guess. It only takes one person to snare at me or look down at me to negate any reassurance I had. Perhaps that's why I've just chosen to not even care about trying. But now things are changing. Okay, so what was it like last year? This is a little bit background for ourselves, I guess. What was it like in middle school? That's like the first thing, I guess. What was I doing in middle school this month? I can't recall anything in particular. I hear the phone ringing. Let's go back and... Last time this year, what was I even doing with myself? I think I would have been sitting in class and staring at the ceiling, just like I am now, listening to some teacher harping on about something I couldn't care less about. That sounds fairly accurate to me. I certainly didn't have any aspiration for anything, nor any real friends to speak of. That school in particular seemed to shun me, just because I'm father's son. I'm my father's son, yes, that sounds very overly logical. Another place which had all of these grand expectations of me but never asked me what I wanted for myself. At least now I'm doing something because I want to and not because someone told me to do it. I hear the phone ringing like I thought. Dragging myself out of bed, I answer it. For some frickin' reason, I always choose the thing that's the shortest. Maybe I just like short stories. Hello, Kaide. Hey, Dad. How have things been? Are you studying hard? Hard enough? And that swimming club, how has that been treating you? It has its ups and downs, more ups than downs, though. You sound happier. Are you having a good time in your new school? Very much so. I'm glad to hear that. Something seems to be troubling him, though. I can hear it in his voice. The swimming club isn't distracting you, though, is it? It's important to find a balance between athletics and academics. I know, Dad. You have to take this seriously, I really mean it. If you don't, it could determine where you end up in life. Another one of his doom and gloom forecasts. Thanks, Dad. Why do I even bother picking up the phone, I wonder? I get it, Dad. I'm trying my best to study, too. I would hope so. If you don't start doing better, I think I might just get you a private tutor. Whoa, Dad, passive-aggressive. You can come back home and spend your free time however you like. Doesn't that sound good? I'm happy with where I am, Dad. There's no need for a tutor or anything like that. If you say so. I'm just saying that it's an option for you if you feel that conventional schooling isn't working out. In hindsight, swapping you around to different schools obviously hasn't worked that well. So maybe private education is the way to go. He still doesn't get it at all. But why should that be a surprise to me? It's not like I told him otherwise. Maybe it is. At least swimming is going well this time. I guess that's one good thing to come out of conventional schools. What about those two that you said were in the swimming club? Yeah, things are going fine with them. Just fine? There's not anything more to it right now? I think back to those intimate moments I had with him. We're thinking back to intimate moments. I mean, kind of thinking back to intimate moments. And probably you perverts out there are also thinking about the intimate moments. But I don't really want to talk to Dad about that right now. Yeah, just fine. Come on, I know a young man like you would be working your charms on them. They're probably falling for you already. But the thick head we are kinda doesn't know that, and we as watchers know that Miyako and Hirumi are maybe a little bit interested. Maybe, I don't know yet. They have subtle ways of expressing their affection, Kaide. You've just got to work out where the hints are. I'll work on it, but anyway, what about you? How have things been with work? Busy, as always. I rarely ever get a day off work, but I'm happy to be working. Artwork is what got me here, what got me where I am, so I don't intend to stop working. There's one thing I'll give my dad, is that he never shies away from work. I don't think there's ever been a period in his life where he didn't work. Oh yeah, if you do well on your next test, maybe we could go get a new game console for you. You still have that old Arcadian battle station after all these years. Maybe it's time to upgrade. Thanks for the offer, but the Arcadian is all I need. Alright, but still, I think having a reward of some kind if you succeed would be nice, right? Yeah, I guess so. Just surprise me. Hearty laughter on the other end echoes through the phone. You've got a deal. Anyways, I've got to get going once again. Glad to hear that things are going okay. Yep, I'm glad things are going alright back at home too. Love you, Kaide. Love you, Dad. Sounds really empty to me when I say it, kind of. I don't know why. I put down the phone. I hope that one day I'll be able to tell him the truth. Oh well, that wasn't such a bad conversation. It's still nice to talk to him, even if it makes me feel bitter at times. While my life has changed, there's a lot looming over me. But I already am starting to get back on track. Maybe it's all going to be okay. Yeah, everything's going to be okay. It's different this time. Some furious dotting, as we know from these series. We're back at the swimming club. I know that I'm getting better. If you spend so long doing something tough, you don't tend to notice improvements. There are subtle, tiny changes. You move a little bit faster, your muscles take the strain a little bit better, your technique gets a little bit more refined. That's what annoys me about self-improvement. It takes a long time for you to actually notice a significant difference, merely because self-improvement is always subtle. I wonder if Hirumi and Miko experienced this with training too. They surely would have gotten better after all these training sessions. I would not be able to tell though. They're like goddesses emerging from the waters while I'm still swimming at the pace of a sea slug. I can hear them calling from the edges of the pool. Come on, one more lap. Don't let your fatigue ruin your technique. That rhymes. Yes. We've got to work on your stamina. I guess this is the nature of self-improvement. Once you stand in the spotlight, you should expect everyone to criticize your abilities. Oh well, if it makes me strive to become even better, then it's fine. As I finish my last lap, I sort of slide across the edge of the pool like a jellyfish washed up onto a beach. Up onto a beach. Yes, I said that correct. Even better than last time. You're going well. You just need to keep it up. They sound a lot happier. I don't think I've had this much fun at swimming practice since those days, back when... She stops herself before she says it. It's okay, Hirumi. He knows. He does? When did you tell him that? A few days ago. I just felt that we can't have any more secrets in this club. He's been here long enough to know about it. Well, he also knows about my mother. Oh, this is strange. Neither of us have been able to open up to anyone like this before. There's something special about you, Kaida. Thanks, girls. I mean, Kaida really appreciates it, probably. You're very special to me. Her face turns red. Okay. Great. She covers it with her hands. I managed to say it. Special? Special in what way? That way? Hirumi looks grim when she mentions that. What way? I won't lie, this is exactly how I feel about you too. I guess Kaida's kind of confused. We both... Okay, that's where we're going to end this episode of Sakura Swim Club. Now, if you enjoyed any of that, make sure to leave a like and comment down below if you want to see me do more of these things. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new, and if you really liked it, don't forget to share with friends and family and such. Really appreciate it. For those of you guys who are watching this series for just the shots, let's just call them shots, right? This episode wasn't really that much of interest, but it was, I don't know, kind of good to have some more background information on Kaida and the girls, I guess. And I'm sure next episode something really, really interesting is going to happen. Yeah. Anyways, this was Sakura Swim Club episode 13. I'm CIQ and I'm signing off. I hope to see you guys in the next video I am going to make. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciated the support on the Minecraft story mode episode you gave me yesterday. Really appreciate that. If you want more, click on that like button. I'd really appreciate it, and everyone who likes the series also would appreciate it, because I'd keep uploading it. I'm gonna keep uploading it anyways. But that's for next time. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.